Run, away from the sounds of bullets cracking, screams heard against the loud whirring of a helicopter. Away from the deafening cries, from the thudding footsteps of boots on the packed ground, as you dodge body after body, all covered in the unmistakable red of blood. Away from the violence, from the danger that threatens you. Run. Run for your life, because you know that this is your only chance of escaping, your only chance of ever surviving. As your eyes blur, your legs aching to stop, only one word crosses your mind, over and over. One word fills your head, yet it is so meaningful, so powerful, that it can change your life. As you pump your legs harder, you whisper, run. Good morning. My name is Hyaemhin, and this is what people in our world face today. Oftentimes, we do not realize what is going on in our world. We usually just assume that everyone else's lives are the same as ours. However, there are people in the world today who are constantly living in fear, worrying that each day might be the day that their life ends, as they try to escape a place that was once their home. These people who risk their lives fleeing their country are refugees. Refugees are people who flee their home country, usually because of war, persecution, and other violence. The children of these refugees are one of the most vulnerable in the world. In 2015, a 3-year-old Syrian refugee, Alan Kurdi, was found washed up on the shore of a Turkish beach, along with the other members of the boat, after they drowned in the water. In 2016, out of the whole Syrian population, before the war, 13.5 million people needed humanitarian assistance, with more than 6 million people displaced. This is why we all need to help. We need to ask government representatives to encourage international counterparts to accept these asylum seekers. Money and resources keep many countries, like those in Europe, from doing their part. However, while refugees are waiting and looking for a safe place to stay, they live in small, shabby, and raggedy tent-like huts, or are even homeless. Many refugees can't get an education and starve because they don't get enough food. We can't exactly reprimand the governments who don't allow refugees into their countries either. The governments have to make their choices based on what the people in their country think and need. People don't necessarily want refugees, and that's understandable. Think about it. When refugees come in, the citizens are the ones paying taxes to the government to help fund programs for the refugees. Also, they don't want strangers from another country to come into their own. You've probably seen poor people on the streets of New York City begging for money and a safe place to stay. You've also probably been scared once or twice that they might harm you. This is how the governments and the people in the country feel. Because of our fear, we do not allow refugees in. But it is this fear that we need to push aside. We need to ask government representatives to encourage international counterparts. Someone in this room could have been a refugee fighting for justice. We are all human beings, refugees or not. And while we face challenges in life, there are people supporting and helping us in every which way. But if you were a refugee, who would be there to help you? To help struggling countries, G20, an organization made up of the 20 richest countries in the world, can help provide the financial backing needed to assist these asylum seekers. Also, the UN's Refugee Department can give donations to countries to help support education, food, and shelter, until the country is in a stable state. These are only 2 organizations you can donate and support in order to help the world's refugees. Whatever you choose to do, just remember, they need our help. Not just yours or mine, our help. Thank you.